Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff, as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Redwood 4150 RD fifth wheel. You guys have picked a beautiful unit here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things so you can get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite and a couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you got a couple slides, of course, but you also got this big awning that's going to come out farther than them slides. There's plenty of room for those. On our off campsite, of course, we got our 3 slides to think about. Then I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power. It's going to store just behind your tires. Big long 50 amp cord in there. And then your docking station and water are all going to be toward the front in this docking station here. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once we arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. I'll go over hooking up the hitch with you. Of course, this will just bring the front up or down. We're going to come in here, we're going to turn on our auto leveling system, and we're just going to touch auto level. Now what I do, say ready, get out of the way. It's going to bring your front down first and foremost a little bit, and then it's going to start running your auto leveling system down. You hear it come down from different sides, different angles. Stay out of the way and let it do its thing. And when it's done, and you'll see that it's done, that light up there will go solid. You see right now it's moving the left leg. And I'll show you the other one that's moving. But that green flashing light will go solid when you're level. Once you're level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. So I'll go ahead and show you while it's go ahead and doing this thing. Big long 50 amp cord stores inside here with an auto retract. I do recommend, I've got one hand right now. The rear one's come down here. I recommend holding it with one hand and feeding it back and forth as you retract it in. At the end of that 50 amp service, should you need to plug into a 30 amp somewhere, in your convenience pack will be a 50 to 30 amp reducer and a 30 to 15 amp in case you need to plug into a 110 somewhere. Alright, we got our power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Our docking station, again, is up here toward the front. We're going to move this spray port hose out of the way so we can see things better. Alright, let's go over our docking station here. I made it pretty easy. We got 4 knobs to turn and directions on which way to turn them. At campsites, we're going to hook up city water connection. Start by turning our knobs, our white down, green to the left, red up, blue to the left. We're all set for city water connection. Next, our water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You don't know what water pressure is at different campsites, so always use these when putting water into your system. Hook that up. Hook up your hose. Make sure everything's set. Then go ahead and turn that hose on. Now after that hose has been on for a little while, go inside and open up your slides. Our unit's level and stable. We can go ahead and get in there and open all them up, because I need you to get inside and open up all of your water taps. Get all of your water lines opened up, get the air out of the lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them all, then shut them off. Then I want you to come outside and just get ready. Your entry doorway is going to be your hot water heater. We're just going to make sure that we have this turned on. We'll already have the drain plug in here. That is this black piece right here. I'm going to actually send you a separate video from Trauma on this water system. Real simple system. All you have to do is make sure this is on and that filter is in there. Once that's on, then we know that we can turn on our hot water heater indoors when we need it. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, we have a two-step process. We're going to start with filling our tank, power tank fill. White goes down, green to the left, red up. That would just turn out blue down. Fill it in the same spot, water pressure regulator. Turn that water on, fill it from here. The way to tell that this is full is you're going to go inside, and where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks, there's also a button for your freshwater tank. Keep an eye on that. When that's full, remove that hose. Once that's full, remove your hose. And then we're going to switch everything to dry camping. White down, green up, red up, blue to the left. Now we're matching our dry camping. Our water's full. Now we'll turn on our water pump when we want to utilize that water. Turn that on indoors. I'll show that when we get inside there. All right, we're all set up for power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, starting here in the docking station. Up top, our auto leveling system. There is some separate directions right here on the side for those, in case you get lost on that. 110, cable hookups, your water filter. There's a new filter over there in that basket, and a handle to change this out with. Spray port hose. All the different ways to set up to camp. Fill and dry camp, city water. There's how you set it to winterize, and here you sanitize. Of course, both of those you'll want to bypass your water heater. Here's where your city water goes in. Here's your tank flush. That will flush your black tank out. We'll talk about that when dumping our black and gray tanks. Also here is instructions on how to winterize this coach. Here's the area to run your hoses down through. To the right here is a flue for your furnace. A couple things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. And two, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. And here's where it's wired for solar. This is a template, just in case you ever wire this entire unit for solar. That's what the techs need. You've got this slat board. You can put a lot of things on. We'll talk about the rest of that over there when we get to the other side. Your propane is on a regulator. Simply lefty-loosey to open. Point it toward the tank you wish to be using. This one or the one over on the other side. Continuing down our off-camp side, underneath our slide here is our wastewater dump. It's just a vent. There's our power reel. Underneath here is a quick drain for your freshwater tank, as well as your spare tire. Come around the back of the unit, you got a ladder. Utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams of your roof, and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. Accessory hitch and all the information loads for that. On your slides, do you want to add to the longevity of the life of these wipers, seals? They have a spray that you can spray on them, keeps them flexible, keeps them pliable. Pick up some of that from our store. On to our campsite. Not much on the outside. Nice little porch light here. A little link for pets. Your trauma water system. A couple of 110s outside. Here we've got our hydraulics for our auto leveling system. Set a TV up out here. There's a 110 and cable and satellite connections. Your 110 has a GFCI reset. These are a bunch of out exterior lights, cap lights. This is for in here. You have a separate stereo for in here. Peel your plastic off. Sound system here. Let's see if we can pick up anything in this metal building. Volume up. There's the music out here. Super loud. Touch that once for mute. Hold it in to shut it off. In command electric system here. Water system there. All your vacuum system. There's all of your attachments for it. All you do is put this over here, attach there, turn this on, put that off, pull back on this. There's where your bag is. Your other propane. Up front here we've got storage. You're prepped for a generator. The battery posts. Check them every now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. And you've got two battery disconnects on this. One here and one here. That will become important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. These will shut off all the battery power to the unit. And that about covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up inside your unit, first thing I always like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone who's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of emergency. As soon as you come into your right, a couple of closet doors down at the bottom is your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Ton of 15s in there, a 10 and a 7.5. A couple 25s down here. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you and go camping. Back up to this closet door, open it, and up top is some lighting, our wine guard connection, our Truma Aquago water system. It is set on eco right now, which is where you're going to want it after you've seen the video. Shut that off for now. But again, once you have your water filled through all your lines, no air in the lines, turn on your water system outdoors. You take this and turn it on in here. Down here is our control panel. Your passcode right now is all 4 zeros till you reset that. Starting up top, if you had a generator, here's where you'll start that. A quick glance at your fresh black and gray tanks. There's another spot we can look at those individually. Our awnings, let's touch that. Awning lights are on. I'm going to show you on your awning. You're only going to want to run your awning out until you see your silver bar and your flap is down to 90 degrees. These will continue to run themselves out past that point and run themselves up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you run it out. Make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. Run that in. While that's running in, I'll talk to you about the in-command control system. This entire tablet is just about everything on here on your phone. So get the in-command system for your phone, get the app, and you'll be able to run your awnings, your lights, your slides, everything from your phone. Got our awning in, shut our awning light off, close our exterior door. Now slam locks actually work best when gently slammed. Alright, we're going back. Hit our back button. Next is our slides. Here you can do your bedroom slide. Everything else is on one hydraulic slide. We'll utilize that when closing the unit up. Our lights, you shut all them off From in here, our hitch. You can bring your front of your trailer up and down from here. Triggers. Those are tank heaters, little 12-volt pads that are on your tank to keep them from freezing in inclement weather. Now our HVAC. So as you see, there's a bedroom AC, a kitchen AC, a living room optional AC. Let's go to this one here. Turn this mode to cool. Turn the temperature down. Turn our fan on high. And our living room AC kicks on. Yeah, super quiet. So you can also change that to heat, etc. But I'm going to keep it on cool and keep it on for now. I'm going to go back. Okay. Went the wrong way. Oops. There's our tanks again. Let me get back to our HVAC. Bedroom AC, that's what I was looking for. Bedroom AC. We're going to turn that on. Cool. That should kick on right there. There it goes. And lastly, our kitchen AC. Turn that on cool. I don't recommend running all three at once, but I showed you they will do that. So I'm going to shut the kitchen one off. So again, you can do your heat, everything from there. I'm going to back up. That was our HVAC. There's different settings you can go through. Wi-Fi, look at your floor plan, reset your passcode. Well, it covers everything in here. Down here at the bottom, you can see your battery. There's a spot you can turn your water pump on. Interior lights are all exterior, and security lights. Continuing into the unit. In this big storage area here, you've got a 110 with GFCI reset. You got your residential fridge with a separate manual telling you everything on this, and straps that you can strap this in for travel. Make sure that this doesn't bounce around on you while you're moving. Coming into our kitchen, pretty much self-explanatory. Microwave, has lights, high and low exhaust. Up here we will simply turn to high and push it in for a spark. There's your flame. Go through and light all of them up. Now your oven, same thing. Turn this to the light there. Press it in, that'll light it. You have an oven light over here. Panel light for these lights. Tons more accent lighting to turn on and off from here. Slide out drawers for our pantry. On our island, down bottom here, we have our dishwasher. Again, a separate manual on your dishwasher. Tons of manuals and paperwork here for you. Little drinking area. Down below your steps over here, another place you can vacuum. Lift that up and keep everything inside there. The dinette does have an extension. You'll have a underneath here, this is snapped in, so undo that snap and you can pull your extension out. Make sure you put it back down before you bring in your slides and snap it back in. Living room over on this side, we've got heat massage power recliners. Up here is our big TV. It's like a big 50-inch LG. By CBS this morning. Below that, your fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. Forget this isn't an automatic So I can go through and show you all the pretty colors on the fireplace, but the biggest thing now, folks, is the heat. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening and you're plugged into a campsite, instead of turning on your gas, go over here, turn on your heat, turn that up to high, 2 high, 3 high, and this will get it toasty in here in no time. It's already kicking the heat out from up here. Save your gas, use their electricity. A lot of accent lighting all through this side, USB ports, your sofas turn into a bed. I'll show you quickly how to do that. Remove your back Velcro cushions. They are stuck to each other. Lift your front up. Grab your bar and pull it towards you. Lay your back down. And just that quickly, you got sleeping quarters. Same thing can be done on this side. Reverse process, put it back. Just make sure that you lift the back up first. If you lift this front up, you're going to damage your sofa. Back up. Take your front, watch your fingers. Pull this one down. Pull that one down. Again, take note that your back cushions are actually stuck together. The fan up here. Turn that up to the bedroom. You do have a sliding door here. Make sure that you have this bungeed open for travel. That bungeed open. Adjustable bed. Lay that down. Make sure you have it back in this reclined position for travel. Bring that down now. Run that back up. It's individual lighting on this side. You can shut off your own night light. Emergency exit window. There's your other television. Remote for that would be in your bedroom drawer. Another door to have snapped open, your bathroom. Now back here, I just want to mention a little plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing, you know, just like you would at home, but remember you're bouncing a house down the road. You want to keep an eye on things, make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. We've got a couple max airs in the unit. I forgot to mention the one up front, the one in the bathroom. You simply just turn it on, it will open and turn on. You can go through the remote and change the different speeds. Just hit off and it automatically closes and shuts itself off. Side here is your extra chairs for your dining room area. All prepped for a washer and dryer. And a huge closet. That about covers everything on the inside. I did want to show you, make sure your shower doors are snapped open for travel. Nice and secure. And I want to show you your other max air vent. These are a temperature reader. You'll see a few of those throughout the unit. It just helps the thermostat to work better. There's our other max air vent. Turn that on. You see it comes on and opens. Shut it off. It shuts itself off and closes. Oh yeah, and that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. So I like to start with, just come to my control panel. Go right here and hit my interior lights. Also check in here, make sure all my lights are off, which they are. Now I know every other light in here is an individual light that I need to shut off by hand. So I'm gonna walk through the unit, do that real quick, make sure every light in here is off. All right, now that I've shut off all the lights in the unit, I'm gonna come here and just touch interior lights. That's gonna give me enough lighting to say doors and drawers. Walk through your unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed, nothing's gonna impede your slides from coming in. Make sure every door and drawer is closed over here. They utilize every inch on these slides. Make sure your sofas are in reclined positions, any TVs are pushed back, all of your vents are closed. I also shut the AC off in our units. Make sure your bed is reclined. Batten down the hatches. Come to slides. First thing I like to bring in is this bedroom slide. Just hit in, we'll watch that come in. Alright, got that in. Now I'm going to hit hydraulic slide. Just sit and watch all these slides bring themselves in. They all start at their own time, but all four of these will all come in just from touching this one hydraulic slide. Coming in together. Lastly will be our kitchen slide. See, these utilize every inch here. Can't have nothing in the way. All right, come back to our main control panel. And shut off our hot water heater, shut off our interior lights, and exit the unit. The biggest thing you need to remember on these steps, bringing them down or up, is to make sure this exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise, this will catch on it. Lift this up. Before you leave the dump station, I say that in case you want to go inside and check the levels of your tanks while you're dumping. Make sure you lock and deadbolt this door, lift and turn this handle. Now, if we are out boondocking, dry camping, we're going to come around here, and underneath our power is that quick freshwater drain. Go ahead and dump that. Otherwise, everywhere else we're at, we're going to bring up our hitch or bring up our auto leveling system. So unhook our water, our power, our cable. Come on up here. Make sure everything is clear from your unit. I'm going to turn this back on. We're going to go through our arrows here till we see auto retract. We're going to hit enter to begin. First thing that's going to happen is our front is going to drop almost all the way to the ground. Now that's going to bring up our leveling systems. Secure all of them up. And come up here to the front. And we're going to hold up on that. That's going to bring our front landing legs up. And of course we will run those up to hitch height. Once you're up to where you're going to hook your hitch up. Get your hitch hooked up and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be right in front of your tires on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your vehicle. Get there, take your 10-foot hose, hook that up, come inside here and pull your black handle. Now your black handle is going to be your sewage. Once it sounds like that's no longer draining, go inside, make sure that it is empty, come back out here, leave that black handle open, grab the hose from the dump station and hook up to this tank flush. Turn that on and let that run for at least a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, we're going to close that up, remove that hose, make sure that all the the washout water that you just put in there has drained. When it is, close your black handle and pull your gray handle. After that gray handle is done, pull this gray handle. These are going to be cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. When that's done, take that sewage hose and store it in a nice, convenient, sanitary place and head on home. Now the video on your hot water heater will show you how to drain that out. Pretty simple process. Other than that, enjoy your trailer. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Redwood for many years to come. Happy camping.